Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Questions and Answers with Clayton, where you ask your real estate questions and I, Clayton, answer them. So today's question comes from Jose, and Jose asked, Clayton, it's almost mid-November. Do I still have time to get into a house before Christmas? Well, Jose, the answer is yes, but you have to make sure a couple of things happen. Number one, to get in that house before September, you need to make sure you hire a really good team. Like, that is going to be a must. Because let's be honest, we've got Thanksgiving and we've got Christmas, and usually in this fourth quarter, a lot of people really stop working. Like, they're working, but they're shopping online, they're doing other things. So you want to make sure you hire a very solid team that's going to continue to work all the way up to really the day before Thanksgiving and probably the day after Thanksgiving. Even if they go out shopping some, they're still working for you, right? You still have issues with underwriters and appraisers, and hopefully that all gets worked out. If you hire a good lender, usually you get a good underwriter. So you shouldn't have to worry there. It's really that appraisal that could delay you. Number two, when you're hiring that good team, you want to do that now, like today, like right away. Because you want to get with that lender, make sure everything's lined out the way it needs to be. So when you find the right house, you get it under contract and things are rocking and rolling. But you can't get it under contract until you've talked to a lender. You could, it's just not very smart. Number three, you want to work quickly. Just like you want your team to be working quickly for you, you need to work quick. So it might be, hey, I'm going to go look at all 20 properties on the market. Hopefully you have 20 properties to look at right now in your price point. But go look at all those properties. Make that decision quickly, like it needs to happen this week. You pick the house and you're ready to go. And then falling back on that whole team thing is start calling some of those inspectors. Call the inspectors, see what their schedule's looking like, because as soon as you get a house under contract, you want to try to get that inspection tomorrow. Because if you need to get other vendors lined out or anything like that, it needs to happen quick. Quicker you move on that front part of the transaction, making sure the house is good inspection wise and repairs are negotiated, the quicker the file moves along. So hitting all those steps throughout the transaction really, really quickly will make it to where you could get in that house before Christmas. So if you can't make it in before Christmas, it is what it is, right? But if you could close before the end of the year, that would be amazing. Let me tell you why. So here in the United States, we have a thing called homestead. Right? You get a homestead exemption once you buy the property, and you get to file it come first of the year. But you need to be living in that house and own that house come January 1st. So if you're out looking at all these houses, and a lot of the ones I've been showing recently have been empty. So if you were to buy that property and close after January 1st, well, that homestead exemption, if it was on there before, it's no longer on there, most likely. And if it wasn't on there, you can't put one on until that following year. And that's important because it locks in what the tax assessor could raise your property at. So they could only go up 10%. Where if you don't have that homestead locked in or filed, then they could go up as much as they want. They could take the property value, say it was worth $200,000, now it's worth $500,000, which would drive up your taxes and drive up your payments, and that may not be what you're looking for. So even if you can't make it before Christmas, do everything you can to try to get in there before the end of the year so you get that homestead exemption filed. So simply put, yes, you get in there in time, but you have to move quick. The people you hired need to move quick. So interview, 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 and then go rock and roll. Thanks for joining another episode of Real Estate Questions and Answers with Clayton. As always, don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the video and learned something new, and subscribe so you can learn a little bit more about real estate every single week. See you next time.